Good morning, everyone, and welcome to Spring Convocation 2022. We acknowledge that we gather today on the traditional territory of Treaty 6 and the homeland of the Métis. We pay our respects to the First Nations and Métis ancestors of this place, and we reaffirm our relationship with one another. Please stand as you are able for the honor song and the arrival of the Chancellor's Platform Party and our graduates. Thank you very much to our drum group, Buffalo Boy Productions, for performing today's honor song. Would you please remain standing as we join our vocalist, Linda Millette, for the singing of O Canada. Please be seated. Once again, graduands, distinguished guests, welcome. My name is Chelsea Wilness. I'm the University Secretary and Chief Governance Officer for the University of Saskatchewan. I have the honor of introducing to you the members of the platform party that you see before you. Beginning with the front row, on my left and your right, Russ Eisinger, University Registrar, Patty McDougall, Deputy Provost, Jay Wilson, Vice Provost, Teaching, Learning, and Student Experience, Angela Jaime, Vice Provost, Indigenous Engagement, Roland Duquette, Elder, Irene, Provost and Vice President, Academic, President Peter Stoichev, Chancellor Grit McCreath, Alan Wildeman, today's honorary degree recipient, Peta Bonham-Smith, Dean, College of Arts and Science, Debbie Burston, Dean, College of Graduate and Postdoctoral Studies, Carl Still, President, Thomas More College, Tammy March, Dean, St. Thomas More College, our orators, Kathleen James Cavan, Zahida Iron, Ken Howland, Abhineet Goswami, President, University of Saskatchewan Students' Union, Shristi Shumana Nath, Vice President, Academic and Student Affairs, Graduate Students Association, Baljit Singh, Vice President, Research, Cheryl Hamelin, Vice President, University Relations, George Mutwiri, Executive Director, School of Public Health, Jill Blakely, Vice Dean, Faculty Relations, Arts and Science, Darren Olerking, Associate Dean, Student Affairs, College of Arts and Science, Bram Noble, Vice Dean, Research, Scholarly and Artistic Work, College of Arts and Science, Gerald Farthing, Associate Dean, St. Thomas More College. And behind them, and I would ask them to stand, members of the faculty of the University of Saskatchewan. Would you please join me in expressing to all of these faculty, leaders, and members of our governing bodies our thanks for the work they have done supporting, teaching, and encouraging our graduates.
Good morning, everyone. Eminent Chancellor, graduates and families, honored guests. I want to begin with our land acknowledgement, that we acknowledge that we are here on Treaty 6 land In the traditional homeland of the Métis, we pay our respects to our First Nations and Métis ancestors of this place, and we reaffirm our important, growing, and strengthening relationships with one another every day. I thank the many people who are here today and all of you who are joining us on live stream to be part of this moment in the University of Saskatchewan's history. In particular, I want to acknowledge Elder Roland Duquette, who was introduced to you, who is present here for every single convocation ceremony that we have in honor of all our students, Indigenous in particular, and I encourage everyone to acknowledge him when they cross the stage this morning. The Buffalo Boys drum group, who played the honors song with respect for all of us. Carl Still, my colleague who is president of St. Thomas More College, as was introduced to you. I also acknowledge the many faculty on the stage who are the core of the university. They've been leaders and mentors for so many of you who will graduate today. It's so wonderful to be back together again after 2.5 years, mostly spent apart from one another. Everyone among our university community of some 30,000 people contributed to getting us safely through the worst of the pandemic so far, and everyone contributed to ensuring this great university continued its exceptional research and teaching despite the many challenges that we all faced. We're hopefully at the point of return, but we're also at the point of no return, because we have learned much from the pandemic experience that will change this university in really important ways and that will help us to help the world be a better place. I want to thank in particular all the students here today who have endured the pandemic situation gracefully, resiliently, and it paid off, because here you are, celebrating a milestone in your lives. Your hard work and perseverance have brought all of us together, and everyone here acknowledges and thanks every one of you for that. We're also here because this university has brought us together. A university is a wonderful thing, crucial to the ongoing conversation we call democracy. We're so important as a university building that, and we are so fortunate to be in Canada and to have the freedoms we have. Given the world we're in now, where it's difficult to separate out what's true and what's not, where our future depends on knowledge and the correct use of it, where research holds the key to our greatest challenges, where not only free speech but informed speech are critical to our humanity, universities are needed more than they have ever been, and the University of Saskatchewan is needed more than it has ever been. It's why we say we govern ourselves not only on the basis of what we want to be, but what the world needs us to be. What all of you crossing this stage today, strengthened with a University of Saskatchewan degree, go on to do with your lives will matter immensely to our collective future. It's a great privilege to have a university education, and with that privilege comes great responsibility. If people like you don't make the world a better place, who's going to do it? We need you to be thoughtful, educated, and humane leaders because our world now depends on it. Some of the country's most formative political leaders got their degrees here. Not only a prime minister, but 9 Canadian premiers graduated from here. Many lieutenant governors of Saskatchewan and of other provinces as well. Many Canadian ambassadors to countries all around the world. We need you to become groundbreaking researchers who change how we understand our world. Many who have gone on to do that graduated from here. And people who wanted to do that have come here because we have provided a great place to do it. One was Gerhard Hertzberg in the College of Arts and Science, who was offered a position here in 1935 by our first president, Walter Murray, to escape Nazi Germany when no other university on this continent had the vision or the humanity to offer him such a position. Hertzberg won the Nobel Prize in Chemistry just over 50 years ago for the work he did while he was a professor here. We need you to help find cures for cancer and many other health challenges. People at this university have done that. We're home to the cobalt-60 radiation therapy treatment that revolutionized cancer treatment in 1951 and saved the lives of millions of cancer patients around the world. Former Chancellor and Lieutenant Governor Sylvia Fedoruk worked on it when she was a student here. The casing for it was made by the small Acme Machine and Electric Company just a couple of miles from here on Idlewild Drive. It's a great Saskatoon story. Many thousands of patients were treated here over the next 20 years until it was repeated with newer technology. At our synchrotron, the only one in Canada, we pioneered how to produce medical isotopes without using a nuclear reactor. And our cyclotron provides medical isotopes to RUH instead of bringing them in from elsewhere, a fitting homage to that cobalt-60 work done here over half a century ago. We need all of you as well to be great athletes and coaches, and graduates of this university have been among them. Olympian Sandra Schmerler and NHL coaches like Mike Babcock and Dave King were at the University of Saskatchewan. In fact, several of the NHL's head coaches were student athletes here with Huskies hockey, many of them in arts and science, and that history of excellence is why we were able to build Merlis Belcher Place and to be in it together today. We need every one of you to help ensure peace. There are many roads to that great goal. Just over 77 years after the last battles of the Second World War in May of 1945, I'm reminded of the 2,500 U of S students, faculty, and staff who enlisted in it, 202 of whom never returned. Ensuring that democracy prevails, fragile and embattled as it can be, is another route. And that too is where we need all of you to fight for the most important freedoms that the invasion of Ukraine proves cannot be taken for granted. And to do this by understanding the difference between truth and its imposters. That's what a university education can do for all of us. We need you to continue the work being done at this university on how to provide food to the world's rapidly growing population. In order to meet the world's food needs, agricultural productivity needs to almost double. Our Global Institute for Food Security is helping do just that, enabled by great work done at this university over decades, including by our Crop Development Center that recently celebrated its 50th anniversary. The economic impact for this province in this University of Saskatchewan area alone is in the neighborhood of $40 billion. We've added to that economic impact in many ways, including by developing the varieties of crops that make this province and country the export powerhouse they are. And we need you to continue the work being done at this university on how to help ensure global water security. Our Global Water Futures program is ranked first in Canada, 18th among thousands and thousands of universities worldwide. We need all of you to help ensure the world does not suffer from another pandemic. Science has done its part to create vaccines in less than a year, the culmination of a lot of sacrifice and hard work and decades of basic research. And our veto researchers have played a role in that. But there's a role for everyone, not only scientists, to prevent the next one. If the pandemic is revealing anything, it's that humanity's healthy future depends on evidence and data-based scientific truths being widely circulated and understood. High infection and mortality rates are a direct result of widespread misunderstanding, deliberate misinformation, skepticism of information, and a politicized rejection of scientific truths. This university has helped the challenge of combating all that in so many ways, and we need all of you to continue to accept that challenge as you move beyond the university with your degree in hand. And arts and science education will be the key to that. What you go on to influence as leaders in the sciences, social sciences, humanities, and fine arts will be the difference maker for our collective futures. An arts and science degree is a powerful thing. You hold that in your hands. Alan Wildeman, today's recipient of the highest honor the university can bestow, an honorary degree, knows that from his days as a biology student here. He has gone on to have a tremendous influence nationally in the post-secondary sector. And we will also need the public health expertise you'll bring as graduates of our School for Public Health, if ever there was a need for your expertise as we move into a new world of pandemic preparedness, informed by your undergraduate work in history, political science, ethics, equity and diversity, religious studies, education, law, business, anthropology. If ever that was needed, it's right now, so that you can help us to lead public opinion and not just follow it. The University of Saskatchewan degree you've worked hard to receive today has tremendous value. Many employers tell me that when they see an application from a University of Saskatchewan graduate, it gets special attention because the quality of the university is so high, because of its graduates' work ethic that's part of our prairie roots, and because you're problem solvers. And so we need you to solve problems we can't even imagine today. I said that at a convocation 2.5 years ago when the pandemic was not yet even on the radar. We need you to solve problems we can't even imagine today. Saskatchewan's future will depend on it. The world's future is going to depend on it. This underscores the critical importance of investing in higher education and the fact that we are a crucial part of the province's future success. We're in a province with the natural resources that are second to none in this country, with almost half of Canada's field crop land, 30% of the world's potash supplies at a time when the world needs food, the highest grade uranium in the world when we need clean energy, more than 10% of the world's rare earth minerals, vast tracts of forest, fresh water, huge strength in oil and gas. How to be innovative and sustainable and responsible with these natural resources for the benefit of all of us. That's Saskatchewan's great challenge. As one of Canada's top-ranked research universities, the University of Saskatchewan ensures this province stays ahead of the innovation curve. Without our kind of research and teaching, there is no innovation. And without innovation, we have a diminished future. So now, more than ever, we all need people with degrees like yours, from a university like yours, to help build a more sustainable world, a more equitable world, a healthier world, a world with the courage to embrace diversity and togetherness simultaneously. And I'm proud that we now have students from over 130 countries from around the world attending the University of Saskatchewan, and many of those countries are represented by graduates here this morning. The world also needs us to be a university that responds to the work of the Truth and Reconciliation Commission, and I'm grateful that this University of Saskatchewan is seen in this country as a participant, not a bystander, in building reconciliation. We're at a time when the country faces the greatest cultural opportunity of its history. Being the university the world needs today means committing to reconciliation. Canada's future depends on our Indigenous youth making this world a better place in ways only they know how. It will take a strategic mixture of patience and impatience, and it's going to take time. But as our first president, Walter Murray, wrote to a friend in 1908 when he was traveling out here to begin his work, we're building for centuries. The University of Saskatchewan is a great experiment in human culture, a place where we learn to be humble servants of a democratic society and respectful critics of it. None of you know exactly where you are headed, and that's okay. Take the journey, take the risks, find the passion, Make a positive difference to a world that needs you now. It's a great privilege to have a university education, and with that privilege comes great responsibility. If people like you don't make the world a better place, who's going to do it? We know you will do it. Thank you in advance on behalf of everyone here for taking up this tremendous and timely challenge, and we congratulate you on today's milestone in your lives. Thank you.
Eminent Chancellor, on behalf of the Senate, I present to you Alan Wilderman. Dr. Alan Wilderman is an academic leader, innovator, and builder who has had a lasting influence on Canada's university landscape. Dr. Wilderman grew up on a farm near Lanigan, Saskatchewan, and was the first in his family to attend university. He enrolled at the University of Saskatchewan in 1971 and earned a bachelor's degree and a master's degree in biology. His family and his academic mentors taught him the fundamental values of hard work, public service, and respect for others. After completing his doctoral studies in genetics at the University of Guelph, Dr. Wilderman was awarded a prestigious NATO fellowship for postdoctoral work in France. And while there, he published some of the first studies showing how genes in tumor viruses become activated. After returning to the University of Guelph in 1985, Dr. Wilderman has earned a reputation for groundbreaking research as a professor of molecular biology and genetics. In 2001, he became Vice President of Research at the University of Guelph. And in 2008, Dr. Wilderman was appointed President and Vice Chancellor of the University of Windsor. His arrival at Windsor marked the beginning of the greatest transformation in that university's history. During his tenure, Dr. Wilderman oversaw a massive overhaul of the campus buildings and landscape. He created a new downtown campus that has helped revitalize the Windsor City Centre. He initiated programs to advance employment equity and steer the university on the path of reconciliation with Indigenous communities. Both student enrollment and faculty hiring increased dramatically during his decade as president. Under Dr. Wilderman's leadership, the University of Windsor gained a national and international reputation for teaching, research, and community engagement. In his final year as president, the university was ranked first on the Huffington Post's list of Canada's Rising Star Universities. It was also rated by the Times Higher Education World University Rankings as one of 26 Canadian institutions that are among the best in the world. For his service to higher education and his community, Dr. Wilderman was awarded a Queen Elizabeth II Diamond Jubilee Medal in 2013. In 2016, he received an Alumni of Influence Award from the College of Arts and Science here at the University of Saskatchewan. And in 2017, he was awarded the Herb Gray Harmony Award from the Multicultural Council of Windsor and Essex County. Dr. Wilderman retired as President and Vice Chancellor of the University of Windsor in 2018. He currently serves as Chair of the Boards of the Chatham-Kent Health Alliance Hospitals and the Centre for Biodiversity Genomics. Eminent Chancellor, I present Alan Wilderman and ask that you confer on him the Doctor of Laws honoris causa.
By virtue of the authority vested in me by the legislature of the province and with the consent of the Senate of this university, I admit you to the degree of Doctor of Laws, honoris causa, and invest with you with all the powers, rights, and privileges pertaining thereto.
Chancellor McCreath, President Stoichev, Elder Duquette, faculty and staff of the University of Saskatchewan, distinguished guests and 2022 graduates of the College of Arts and Science and School of Public Health. I am deeply moved by this honor. It is a highlight of my life. As president of the University of Windsor for 10 years, I watched thousands of students cross the podium. So you might think that me standing here is old hat for me. It's not. For it's in Saskatchewan that I was born. It's at this university where my life took a big turn. It's here that I left my teenage years behind me. It's here that I received an education that became the stepping stone to the yellow brick road my life took me down. In the audience or watching this event streaming are family and friends who are rightly proud of you and who want the very best for you. Some of you may have loved ones who can't be here, and I'm sure they're on your mind. I grew up in a farming family in Lanigan, just over an hour east of here, in a house without plumbing, heated with a wood stove, all that old stuff. My dad's father was born 100 kilometers west of Kiev, and his mother was born in Warsaw. They came to Canada with their parents, traveling on a cattle boat out of Poland, and arriving as German-speaking immigrants. My mom's father was born in England, and he had a ticket for the second sailing of the Titanic. My mom's mother, also English, spent 3 years supporting the family while my grandfather was overseas with the Canadian Army in World War II. My roots are hardwired in me, in my DNA, in the cultural traditions I follow. As your roots and traditions are hardwired in you, we all have a life story. Mine has shaped me the way that yours has and will shape you. I also learned at some point that our farm was right along the Carleton Trail, leading to Fort Carleton, north of Saskatoon, where parts of Treaty 6 with First Nations were negotiated. I grew up at a time when most people were not aware that the University of Saskatchewan is located on Treaty 6 territory, and nor did we realize the hard work that needs to be done for reconciliation to happen. I'm glad that the University of Saskatchewan is a very active participant in that. In September of 1971, 51 years ago, after finishing grade 12, I left Lanigan and I came to Saskatoon. And so it began, something my parents and my grandparents could not have imagined. I was on my way to earning a degree, and my life was about to be changed in so many ways. My vista of the world I live in was immeasurably broadened during my time here. I don't think I fully appreciated this when I was a student. One of my main concerns were passing my courses and other distractions like playing the guitar and hanging out with friends. And one enormous difference between my time as a student and your time is that I never had to wear a mask. And I know that COVID significantly altered your experience on campus. But I can't think of a better group of graduates than you to observe something. Understanding the coronavirus is a scientific puzzle. Efforts to control it have affected our art of living. And the management of a pandemic is a case study in public health. And I know it's not what you wished for, but the pandemic reminds us that arts and science and public health have real importance in our lives. So I've told you a bit of my story. What I wish is that I had time to meet each of you and hear your life story. We might have more in common than we imagine. We might share an understanding of how in life there are very few things we accomplish on our own. Our families, our friends, our mentors, our colleagues where we work. Chances are someone has had a role in the success you are celebrating today. I would not be here were it not for the encouragement I received from the faculty and staff when I was a student here. One of them, a professor of botany, Dr. Taylor Steeves. Yes, we would talk about plants and how they grow, but we also talked about the world. When I left Saskatchewan, he autographed for me a textbook he had written. In it he wrote, "To Alan, in the expectation that your own work will someday make mine obsolete." I would not be standing here were it not for him. So many others deserve some credit for their infinite support and for their understanding of my flaws. None more so than Deborah, my wife. And my brother Larry, who's also a U of S grad, and his partner Carla, my brother Raymond, his wife Lori, here today, which I appreciate more than I can express. And my brother Ken and his wife Pat, at home in British Columbia, too far to travel. And Dr. Kate McCrone, another U of S grad, is here. She nominated me for this degree. There are very few things in life we accomplish on our own. And there's a lot more we might share. We might share an appreciation of how we are surrounded by friends who stick with us through thick and thin. We might share a love of art, a love of music, carpentry. We might share a sense of humor. I might even be related to some of you. I've heard it said there's only 2 degrees of separation in Saskatchewan. Okay, maybe 3. I also believe that what we have in common is a desire to see a better world, a world where people can get along and be respectful of well-meaning people from all walks of life, a world where the planet survives the environmental strains we've placed it under, a world where somehow we can restore constructive public discourse and soften the lines that now seem to be hardening around the differences that exist, whether it be about politics, religion, our bodies, culture, or more. We might share the observation that we seem to be increasingly surrounded by intractable differences and polarizing points of view. And I really do, I hope we might share a recognition that for many polarizing matters, the truth could be somewhere in the middle. My view of a better world might not be exactly the same as yours, but we're generally further ahead if we can both feel we're making some progress, or at least respectfully agree to disagree. One of the pillars of a civil society is the ability of people to come together for the common good when they must, and I believe now is a time when we must. I know there are situations where a hard line in the sand is needed and no compromises can be allowed. The history books are full of accounts of what some awful humans have done to innocent people. And regrettably, those same things are happening today that similarly will fill the history books of tomorrow. But the world you are graduating into seems to be one where the hardline entrenchment of positions is more common. There's rarely a middle ground in the echo chambers of Twitter. Social media platforms are blurring the lines between truth and lie, enabling people to say things demeaning or manipulative of others without accountability, and drawing vulnerable people into places they shouldn't go, and it's all virtually uncontrolled. So let me ask you a question. Did you ever buy something you never used? I'll confess I bought a few clothes I never wore, some thrown out before I had a chance, some tools I never used, some books I never read. Well, You've just bought yourself a university education. Are you going to use it? And I don't mean just use it to get a job in a field you specialized in. Are you going to use what you now know about the art of learning, about pushing yourself to do what you didn't think you could get done, about the value in the pursuit of facts and truth, and about questioning what you're asked to believe and rejecting what you know to be false, about the importance of genuinely listening to the stories of others who might come from all walks of life or have different points of view. All of those things that your university degree, your education, has given you a chance to do. Are you going to remain an independent thinker in the face of the manipulation that social media is now doing? Are you going to be able to contribute positively to your home and community? You have your degree. You earned it. Are you going to use it? It might sound simple to say, but the world will be a better place if all of us are at our best. Use all that you have learned to help you navigate what lies ahead in this complex, challenged, and exciting world. Use it for the rest of your life. And be proud of this University of Saskatchewan degree. It's something you and I forever will have in common. I've been proud of mine since John Diefenbaker, the Chancellor of the University in 1975, handed me my first degree and said to me, "Work hard, young man, and you'll go far." I've never been more proud of my degree than I am today at this very moment. Thank you, and congratulations to all of you.
Thank you, Dr. Wilderman, and congratulations. Eminent Chancellor, President Stoichev, members of the University Senate and Board of Governors, I present to you the petition of the Council of this university that the candidates to be named, having fulfilled all of the requirements of the bylaws, may, with your permission, be admitted to the degrees, diplomas, and certificates to which they are entitled.
By virtue of the authority vested in me by the legislature of this province, and with the consent of the council of this university, I consent to admit you to the degrees, diplomas, and certificates to which you are entitled, and to vest you with all the powers, rights, and privileges pertaining thereto.
Would the graduates in the front row please rise and approach the platform? As you make your way forward, I'll let you know how the conferring of degrees will unfold. As you enter the stage, please stop and face the audience, as the hood will be placed over your shoulders. You may remove your mask if you wish. Once you've been hooded, proceed to the first podium, where the orator will present each of you by name. Once your name has been announced, you can proceed to be greeted by the President and the Chancellor. The Chancellor admits you to the Convocation of the University of Saskatchewan. For health reasons, unfortunately, today there will be no handshaking, but you will continue across the platform to be greeted by the Dean or Associate Dean of your college and to receive your parchment from them. A photo will be taken prior to exiting the stage, and a photographer is also backstage and will take your photo again before you return to your seat.
Eminent Chancellor, on behalf of the faculty of the College of Arts and Science, I present to you these scholars and ask that you will confer on them the Certificate of Catholic Studies. I present to you Emily Elizabeth Engel. Eminent Chancellor, on behalf of the faculty of the College of Arts and Science, I present to you these scholars and ask that you will confer on them the Certificate in Indigenous Governance and Politics. I present to you Aubrianne Laura La Liberté Piwas Pisconias. Eminent Chancellor, on behalf of the faculty of the College of Arts and Science, I present to you these scholars and ask that you will confer on them the degree of Bachelor of Arts, 3-year. I present to you Tricia Ann Biong Affable. Kayla Ann Beckler, with distinction. Jordan May Boone. Trina Dawn Braid, with distinction. Dylan Jules Peter Cooper, with distinction. Alexa Michelle Delaney, with great distinction. Star Granjam. Michaela Dawn Harriman, with great distinction. Kara Lee Howarth. Cody Jarrett Johnson. Corey Evan Johnson, with distinction. Sheldon Mark Kenny, with great distinction. Emily Elizabeth Kraft. Klatt, pardon me. Cassandra Joanne Konzalewski, with distinction. Callie Catherine Kowalchuk, with distinction. Caris Marie Bethan Lafrenière, with distinction. Nathaniel Kwasa Lucan, with distinction. Amanda Allison McCarg. Oluwalu Danielle Oladipo. Mankinder Preet Singh Rundawa. Emma Jean Schultz, with distinction. Abby June Shirley. Brittany Anne-Marie Terzuski, with distinction. Jaslyn Nicole Walker, with great distinction. Eminent Chancellor, on behalf of the faculty of the College of Arts and Science, I present to you these scholars and ask that you will confer on them the degree of Bachelor of Arts, 4-year. I present to you Kelsey Natasha Adair. Taylor Adair. Hannah Elizabeth Adamcrick, with distinction. Sheldon Alderton. Mohammed Almawad Al-Azem, with distinction. Shannon Gail Garcia Andaya, with distinction. Aaron Chad Bartlett. Katie Michelle Benilla. Priya Braithwaite, with great distinction. Amanda Jean Brownlee. Saray Belen Gawa Segara. Amy Kaspar, with great distinction. Hope Audrey Charney, with great distinction. Loretta May Colvin, with distinction. Danielle Ray Corriveau, with great distinction. Shanina Victoria Darlington. Josie Anne Marie Dean, with distinction. Kaylee Allison Radke, with distinction. Emily Fork. Logan Perry Frock, with distinction. Thomas John Genswell. Erin Alyssa Gazarowski, with great distinction. Myrna Nabil Gorges, with distinction. Madison Lee Hyde. Nicholas Robert Hendry, with distinction. Ms. Dill Andrea Enriquez. Maria Lee Himboldt, with distinction. Kenzie Harutko. JC Ree Keys. Kaylee Lane Keller, with great distinction. Demetria Nicole King. Kendall Albany Kleisinger, with great distinction. Caitlin Marie Colby, with great distinction. Jennifer Rose Lewetz Falconer. Andrew James Larmer. Nadine Anna Marie Lavoie, with great distinction. Stephanie Skye Lennox, with distinction. Anna Evelyn Letwiniuk. Mark Anthony Linnick. Claudia Lomba Viana, with great distinction. Natasha Lee Dawn Luther. Marissa Karen McGregor. Maria Vanice Magdayo. Jessica Zhaotao Ma, with distinction. Elena Malco. Vincent Joseph Pena Fortunio Ramsey Melismoen. James Akot Miaker. Madison Misfelt. Emma Marie Mitchell, with distinction. Angus James William Moffat. Sheila Kimwan Natawa. Iris Sergio Nazareth.
Kaltuma Noor. Naomi Janelle Olmsted. Kirsten Daniel Olson. Joshua Opute. Tareen Maria Posberg. Emma Hannah Raichuk. Faith Abigail Ritzkis. Rupan Sambisamvam. Paula Victoria Sanchez Otero. Billy Sarkoga. Taylor Lynn Schmidt. Rylan Winter Scott. Deanna Sheman. Claire Sonia Marie Shefford. Sahil Sutta. Caitlin Ann Stoneham. Katie Reid Stewart. Gloria Toma. Bryce Joseph Tom Calla. Hannah Natalie Tran. Mackenzie Blair Wakefield. Jamin Nicole Willis. Laila Lily Yates. Shumaila Zafar with distinction. Eminent Chancellor, on behalf of the Faculty of the College of Arts and Science, I present to you these scholars and ask that you will confer on them the degree of Bachelor of Arts honors. I present to you Oluwatemiloron Lovelyn Akiola with high honors. Amelia Marie Becchetto with high honors. Favor Omenimi Badaiki. Dakota Madison Beulah. Ana Cristina Camacho Alarcon. Braden James Klein. Jacqueline June Dasgard with high honors. Eleanor Jules Damachenko with high honors. Brianna Ashley Dipper with high honors. Matthew Don Remer Dick with high honors. Lexi Daniela Fracola with high honors. Tivine Sarah Fernier. Jessica Kathleen Harms with high honors. Chelsea Candice Hill with high honors. Kaylee Lynn Hoko with high honors. Liam Michael Hominiuk with high honors. Amber Adrian Jackson. Farwa Zamil. Natalia Jones with high honors. Jeremy Klassen. Hannah Grace Coker with high honors. Caitlin Shirley Lockinger with high honors. Warda Mahmood with high honors. Mariana Martinez Guevara with high honors. May MacDonald. Matresa Ashley Munro. Courtney Narkia with high honors. Muhammad Saleh Oseiran. Queen Rozwadowski with high honors. Bailey Nicole Schlup with high honors. Shadman Sharar. Anastasia Smith with high honors. Alicia Kristen Stewart. Logan Alfred Thins with high honors. Bronwyn Thompson with high honors. Alexander Matthew Turvey with high honors. Haley Jacqueline Rose Wengler. Jennifer Lee Ward with high honors. Alan Graham Ubser with high honors. Aurora Grace Wolf with high honors. Amara Ada Riston with high honors. Aidan Sean Daryi with high honors. Eminent Chancellor, on behalf of the faculty of the College of Arts and Science, I present to you these scholars and ask that you will confer on them the degree of Bachelor of Science 3-year. I present to you Gurshar Singh Banwet. Dhruv Dharmesh Bhai Chauhan. Rudvik Kumar Dinesh Bhai Chovatia. Parnoor Dhingsa with distinction. Ankur Dikshit. Theodore John Kolkman with great distinction. Enoch Kibet Courier. Yugan Mohan with distinction. Clay James Franklin Ogilvy with distinction. Ashish Rana. Elena Janelle Riguer with great distinction. Snehil Shivalik. Blake Joseph Studnick with great distinction. Zhenzong Zhou. Eminent Chancellor, on behalf of the faculty of the College of Arts and Science, I present to you these scholars and ask that you will confer on them the degree of Bachelor of Science 4-year. I present to you Mateo Nicolas Arias Diaz. Leah Nicole Bocan with great distinction. Adam Buthilet. Claudette Segundo Cable with distinction. Parker John Campbell with distinction. Jasper Daniel Caswell with great distinction. Kenneth Wayne Cote with great distinction. Daniel Curry with great distinction. Mackenzie Richard Dell with distinction. Samantha Ray Dick with great distinction. Xingzi Gao. Melanie Clausiana Helena Gibbons with great distinction. Divya Goel. Johann Sebastian Jacob Doll with distinction. Hannah Francis Duke with distinction. Spencer Davis Haggard with great distinction. Hayden Victor Harak with distinction. Alifa Hossein. Jada Ray Jesse with great distinction. Peng Fei Ji. Paul Jones with great distinction. Tasveer Singh Kabirwal with distinction. Nikolaos Konstantinidis with distinction. Dustin Patrick Law. Wenyi Ling with great distinction. Sahesh Magaswaran. Rena May Maris. Brennan Sidney Nelson. Muhammad Fahim Nawaz. Chidi Anizi Nwangju. Haley Parsons. Rohan Shailesh Patel with great distinction. Asrija Puchakatla. John Edward Pywell with great distinction. Benjamin David Redkop with distinction. Dawson David Robert Reed. Nolan Philip Riwega with great distinction. Terrell Frank Elmar Shomachuk with great distinction. Afsa Asad Siddiqui. Muhammad Saiduzzaman Talukdar. Spencer D. Thiessen with distinction. Chakwimeka Valentine Umezo. Wenzing Wang. Nicholas Weisberg with distinction. Blake Patrick Williams with great distinction. Chad A. Whiteys. Yuru Xiao with great distinction. Zephyr Z with distinction. Brody M. Jack. Tiancheng Zheng. Eminent Chancellor, on behalf of the faculty of the College of Arts and Science, I present to you these scholars and ask that you will confer on them the degree of Bachelor of Science honors. I present to you Gabriel John Massa Argonosa with high honors.
Thank you. Brennan Matthew Bilaniak with high honors. Thank you. Phaedra Marie Berger with high honors. Thank you. Colton Bradley Booth with high honors. Pranav Chandramuli with high honors. Sarah Wendy Chen with high honors. Thank you. Braden Dubois with high honors. Noah William Friesen with high honors. Sarah Mary Ann Hadley. Catherine Marie Jackson with high honors. Fayed Khalid Khan with high honors. Thank you. Vedahi Uday Lanki with high honors. Yu Chen Lee with high honors. Bruno Andres Nunez Perez. Rena Grace Rast. Alex Danielle Sylvia Jean Rossett. Thank you. Hannah Mackenzie Shuba with high honors. Thank you. Bora Sun. Thank you. Wasim John Tennus. Bowu with high honors. Yuhan Zhang with high honors. Eminent Chancellor, on behalf of the faculty of the College of Arts and Science, I present to you these scholars and ask that you will confer on them the degree of Bachelor of Fine Arts honors. I present to you Katrina Harper Renee Blackburn Dust with high honors. Mason Lovett Bleakley with high honors. Kathlena Winterchief Calf. Gabrielle Bryn De Silva with high honors. Rowan Elizabeth Dinsmore with high honors. Maxwell Adam Folk with high honors. McCall Cassidy Kent with high honors. Keitha McLaughlin with high honors. Cassandra Rhea Cram with high honors. Leanne Reed with high honors. Thank you. Eminent Chancellor, on behalf of the faculty of the College of Arts and Science, I present to you these scholars and ask that you will confer on them the degree of Bachelor of Music. I present to you Sean Paul Robert Bougie with distinction. Maria Elizabeth Santiago with great distinction. Zhen Yan Wang. Eminent Chancellor, on behalf of the faculty of the College of Arts and Science, I present to you these scholars and ask that you will confer on them the degree of Bachelor of Music honors. I present to you Justin James Filion. Kate Mulia Nachilobi with high honors. Sarah Alexandra Pilot with high honors. Thank you. Jacob Lee Scheller. Thank you. Caitlin Grace Saru with high honors. Nan Zhang. Eminent Chancellor, on behalf of the Faculty of Graduate and Postdoctoral Studies, I present to you these scholars from the College of Arts and Science and ask that you will confer on them the degree of Master of Arts. I present to you Daniel Christopher Benning. Cameron John Cattell. Thank you. Sylvia Taliza Chave Cordova. Sue Suki. Marley Joan Duckett. Julia Hrishina. Matthew Kunkel. Danielle Miller-Leby. Giovanni Quartararo. Danielle Alfred Schott. Yihan Xu. Ji-Ing Zhang. Eminent Chancellor, on behalf of the Faculty of Graduate and Postdoctoral Studies, I present to you these scholars from the College of Arts and Science and ask that you will confer on them the degree of Master of Science. I present to you Sonayed Ahmed. Stephen Awuku. Gurjoti Bhatti. My apologies. Mohammed Rakib Hassan. Nicholas Robert Lee Higgs. Jania Afrin Jiba. Jason Minrad Keller. Xian Li. Melia Mabub. Shristi Muli. Nazarene Oshi. Shemamir Rahman. Eminent Chancellor, on behalf of the Faculty of Graduate and Postdoctoral Studies, I present to you these scholars from the School of Public Health and ask that you will confer on them the degree of Master of Public Health. I present to you Sabrita Anand. Parmika Andle. Srinivasa Bana. Astha Bansal. Zoe Lillian Bai. Laura Elmire. Richard Epp. Gursmirat Kaur Gotra. Guru Prasad Reddy Janga. Maha Khan. Thank you. Sam David Kodamanchili. Casey Leanne Kirschnerek. Arani Mahendra. Thank you. Danielle Esteban Medina. Thank you. Anissa Mohamud. Jasmine Carla Ogren. Trishanka Pisati. Zohair Rafid Hamid. Connor Douglas Rutherford. Barsa Saha. Brian Schwartz. Thank you. Rashmi Tandukar Baokauzi. Yuping Zan. Eminent Chancellor, on behalf of the Faculty of Graduate and Postdoctoral Studies, I present to you these scholars from the School of Public Health and ask that you will confer on them the degree of Master of Science. I present to you Fatma Ismail Babakar. Ladies and gentlemen, it is customary at the University of Saskatchewan that after being admitted to their degree, our PhD graduates will be met by their supervisor and escorted her to join the platform party in a symbolic welcome to a global community of scholars. Eminent Chancellor, on behalf of the faculty of the Graduate and Postdoctoral Studies, I present to you these scholars and ask that you will confer on them the degree of Doctor of Philosophy. I present to you Adebayo Olusun Adenini. Dalia Moged Ahmad Ahmed. Mustafa Ankohi. Yanzhou Cheng. Frederica Gianelli. Matthew Nicholas Cozen. Emmanuel Mia. Kazim Uluder Suleiman. Natasha Danielle Vetter. Jeffrey Zielinski. Please join me in congratulating these graduates on their certificates, diplomas, and degrees.
Eminent Chancellor, in the name of the faculties, I ask you to grant the degrees, diplomas, and certificates in absentia to those students who have met the requirements to graduate but were not able to be present today.
At the request of the faculties, I authorize these degrees, diplomas, and certificates to be granted.
The Copeland Prize in Humanities in memory of the late Thomas Copeland is awarded annually at Spring Convocation to the most distinguished graduate in the humanities. The Haslam Medal, in honor of the late Dr. R.N.H. Haslam, former professor of physics, Dean of the College of Arts and Science, and Vice President Academic of the University of Saskatchewan, is awarded annually to the most distinguished graduate receiving a 4-year or honors degree from the College of Arts and Science. This year's recipient of the Copeland Prize in Humanities and the Haslam Medal is Hannah Tran, who Hannah graduates today with the Bachelor of Arts 4-year degree with great distinction in English. Hannah found a love of reading at an early age, and her passion for reading, writing, and editing led her to pursue an English major after having already completed a Bachelor of Science in Psychology. Academically, Hannah has excelled with a remarkable academic record rarely accomplished in an undergraduate program in English. One faculty member in her department says of Hannah, she seeks to learn and to grow rather than resting on her strengths. Another instructor describes Hannah as a brilliant writer, researcher, and scholar. And another notes that her intelligence extends beyond the theoretical world of research papers. She recognizes the experiential and ethical implications of questions and topics. Hannah has received numerous awards in honor of her achievements, including the Avi Bennett Prize for Canadian Literature, which is awarded to the best undergraduate essay in Canadian literature by the Department of English. She has also received the University of Saskatchewan Scholarship on 3 occasions and a Natural Sciences and Engineering Research Council Undergraduate Research Award twice. Hannah's work has been published in The Sheaf, in Maclean's, and she has a piece selected for publication in the University of Saskatchewan Undergraduate Research Journal following minor reviews. Hannah has also presented her research at the Student Journal Forum in 2022 and at USask's 33rd Annual Psychology and Health Studies Research Conference in 2021. Hannah has been extensively involved in student publications at the university. At the Sheaf, she held positions as both editor-in-chief and copy editor. For 2021-22, Hannah served as editor-in-chief of the St. Thomas More College Student Literary Magazine in medias res. And this role included overseeing production of 2 magazine issues. And finally, Hannah has been involved with the University of Saskatchewan Undergraduate Research Journal as an associate editor for the social sciences. Hannah took great pride in using these positions to uplift the voices of diverse groups and highlight unique identities of students at USask. Hannah also shares her skills as a tutor through the university's Writing Center, where she developed the center's first anti-racist writing workshop. This fall, Hannah will pursue a graduate degree in psychology at York University. And in due course, Hannah hopes to one day continue in academia as either a professor or researcher, undertaking interdisciplinary research and displaying compassion for others. Eminent Chancellor, I am pleased to present Hannah Tran as this year's recipient of the Copland Prize in the Humanities and the Haslam Medal. The Copland Prize in Social Sciences, in memory of the late Thomas Copland, is awarded annually at each spring convocation to the most distinguished graduate in the social sciences. This year's recipient is Caitlin Lockinger. Caitlin graduates today with a Bachelor of Arts honors degree with high honors in psychology. Caitlin is a dedicated, independent, and well-rounded student who is passionate about mental health and neurodevelopmental disorders, as well as human rights and social justice. These interests led Caitlin to pursue an honors degree in psychology along with a minor in sociology. Caitlin's exceptional academic accomplishments are reflected through her receipt of continuing academic achievement scholarships in each of her last 2 years. In the summer of 2021, Caitlin took up a paid research assistantship in the University of Saskatchewan's Family Health Lab. One of the primary outcomes of refining her research skills involved Caitlin training independently code dyadic interactions between parent and child as part of a chronic pain study. Her supervisor noted, "I felt I can count on her codes being accurate, and this is reflected in the coding reliability we have been achieving in this study." For her honors thesis, Caitlin focused on the relationship between ADHD symptoms, dysmenorrhea, and psychological well-being, coinciding with opportunities for Caitlin to conduct original supervised psychological research. Caitlin currently has 2 publications under review for the University of Saskatchewan Undergraduate Research Journal. Caitlin enjoys giving back and has engaged in numerous volunteer experiences since elementary school, and these include, but are not limited to, her role as a peer buddy in the Best Buddies of the University of Saskatchewan program and her membership on the Arts and Science Student Union in 2017-18. Caitlin's plans to continue her education in a graduate program of clinical psychology or educational and counseling psychology. Her aim is to one day become a practicing psychologist to make meaningful differences in the lives of others through evidence-based practices. Eminent Chancellor, I am pleased to present Caitlin Lockinger as this year's recipient of the Copeland Prize in Social Sciences. This is the bag that never gives, or keeps giving, I should say, never gives. The Earl of Besborough Prize in Science, donated by the Right Honourable Earl of Besborough to commemorate his father, the former Governor-General of Canada, is awarded annually to the most distinguished graduate in science. This year's recipient of the Earl of Besborough Prize in Science is Noah Friesen. Noah graduates today with a Bachelor of Science double honors degree with high honors in mathematics and computer science. Noah has demonstrated that he is an exceptional student through his coursework in theoretical computer science. His academic prowess is further evidenced through the receipt of several scholarships, including the Shell Canada Scholarship, the John Spencer Middleton and Jack Spencer Gordon Middleton Undergraduate Scholarship, and the Richard Blum Award in Mathematics. Noah also placed in the top 3% in the Junior Canadian Computing Competition in 2018. Noah has previously worked as a research assistant, initially with the Oilseed Chemistry Lab of the Agriculture and Agri-Food Canada Research and Development Centre, and this coming summer he will take on a new research assistant role, furthering his research in theoretical computer science with funding through the Natural Sciences and Engineering Research Council of Canada. Beyond his academic interests in mathematics and computer science, Noah is also interested in technology, and he enjoys working on personal programming projects. Through courses taken during his first year at the University of Saskatchewan, Noah has also fostered an interest in both Greek and Latin literature. In fall of 2022, Noah will begin his graduate studies in a Master's of Science in Mathematics program at the University of Saskatchewan. Upon his completion of that degree, Noah hopes to either further his studies in mathematics with a PhD or seek employment in data analysis or software development. Eminent Chancellor, I am pleased to present Noah Friesen as this year's recipient of the Earl of Besborough Prize in Science. The University of Saskatchewan, whoop, come on in. Yep. The University of Saskatchewan Film Society Prize is awarded to the most distinguished graduate in a degree in the fine arts, which includes art and art history, music, and drama. This year's recipient is Keitha McLaughlin. Keitha graduates today with a Bachelor of Fine Arts honors degree with high honors in studio art. Keitha is a mature student who returned to complete her Bachelor of Fine Arts honors degree while maintaining her successful career as a chartered professional accountant. From a young age, Keitha professed a love for both mathematics and art, and later for entrepreneurship. Her academic pursuits reflect the breadth of these interests. As an artist, Keitha successfully intertwines a range of disciplines, including drawing, printmaking, and painting. She draws on Renaissance painting and the work of Edgar Degas, and yet the intertwining of media in her work offers a unique contemporary feel. While working as a CPA and international tax specialist, Keitha continued to pursue her passion for art by taking night classes, reading all she could on art history, and completing drawing and painting commissions. Since returning to her artistic studies, she has demonstrated excellence in scholarship along with significant artistic accomplishments. Keitha's love of learning and growing her technical mastery was demonstrated during the pandemic when she took part in several online workshops held by international contemporary painters. Her engagement in the art community is evidenced through her significant contributions to public service as a member of the Reme Modern Art Gallery, formerly the Mendel Art Gallery, Board of Trustees, from 2009 to 2018. During this volunteer experience, Keitha also chaired the Picasso Project in 2012, which worked to bring the world's most comprehensive collection of Picasso lino cuts to Saskatoon. Keitha's voluntary background is notably diverse, as demonstrated by her leadership roles with the Royal University Hospital Foundation and the YWCA of Saskatoon. Keitha's extremely creative artistic endeavors have been rewarded with a first-place regional and provincial prize in 2017 at the Competition in Visual Arts for Canada's 150th anniversary, and most recently with third place in 2021 in the National Undergraduate Printmakers Exhibition and Competition, which was a competition among 30 selected undergraduate students from across the country. Keitha has also been active locally, nationally, and internationally in group exhibitions, including COVID-19, the Monster Virus, the Sketchbook Project in Brooklyn, New York, and Print Pulse 30 at Union Gallery in Kingston, Ontario. Her works are held in public and private collections in Canada, the United States, Europe, and Asia. Going forward, Keitha plans to continue to make art and contribute to the art scene in Saskatchewan and beyond through an ongoing studio practice, entrance in competitions and exhibitions, and selling her pieces. Eminent Chancellor, I am pleased to present Keitha McLaughlin as this year's recipient of the University of Saskatchewan Film Society Prize.
Madam Chancellor, President Elder Duquette and friends, hello, bonjour, tanse, tansi. It is my honour as Provost and Vice President Academic to present the Governor-General Gold and Silver Medal Award winners. This award is for those at undergraduate and graduate levels who have the highest academic standing in the convocating year. I present to you Melanie Gibbons, who will be receiving the Silver Governor-General Medal. Melanie is a dedicated student, having now completed her third university degree, She holds a Bachelor of Science from the University of Alberta and a Doctor of Veterinary Medicine from the University of Saskatchewan's Western College of Veterinary Medicine. She never expected to study statistics, but was led there by her interest in reproducibility and translation of animal research. Her specific interest is in the application of experimental design and statistics to animal studies. Through optimization, she ultimately hopes to continue meaningfully to the refinement, reduction, and replacement of animal use in science. Outside of academic and career interests, Melanie keeps busy with her 2 young children. While pandemic-related daycare closures made time management for her studies particularly challenging, Melanie tried to give back where she could. She volunteered as a note-taker for the university's Access and Equity Services program throughout her degree, and served as an associate editor for the University of Saskatchewan Undergraduate Student Research Journal during her final year of study. Melanie says she is immensely grateful for the unwavering support of her husband and parents, that she feels was so instrumental to her success in completing the statistics program. Congratulations, Melanie. Tyler Morhart, welcome to the stage. Tyler was born in Saskatoon, Saskatchewan in 1992. He completed a BSc with high honours in chemistry, minoring in mathematics at the University of Saskatchewan in 2014. He began graduate studies under Professor Ian Burgess in the Department of Chemistry in 2015 and convocated in 2021. Tyler performed federally funded interdisciplinary research developing tools to study fast electrochemical reactions, publishing 9 papers. In 2018, he co-founded a spin-off company, Jackfish SEC Manufacturing Limited, to commercialize an invention for studying electrochemical reactions using optical components which are cheaper by 10 times than typical parts. To date, over 100 sales have been made worldwide to major academic laboratories. In 2019, Tyler was hired by the Canadian Light Source here at the University of Saskatchewan, where he is currently beamline responsible, acting, of the synchrotron laboratory for micro and nano devices, summoned. His current research interests are in the design and fabrication of microfluidics for the study of chemical reactions. Congratulations, Tyler. Congratulations.
So today you receive your degree from the University of Saskatchewan. You have earned it. Every time you look at this parchment, it will serve as a reminder of the countless hours you dedicated to receiving it. It's a culmination of your years of hard work, all of which prepares you for great success. Congratulations. With degree in hand, you join our ever-growing alumni family, more than 165,000 USass graduates around the world. The following video shows you where a degree from USass can take you.
Congratulations from USask alumni.
Means a Kodinoy Makanak, Katipinishik Nation Nikas, Cody First Nation Donchi. My name is Judy Pelly. I come from Cody First Nation. I'm a Anishinaabe. I'm a Soto. I am also an alumni of the university. We all stuck together through all this surreal time in our lives. And we can go on. We can go on and see a better tomorrow, be a better tomorrow for us. And with that, again, Chimegwich, hi. Thank you.
You are now part of our growing alumni family. We are proud to welcome you as one of our own. When you started this journey, you didn't know all the challenges you would face. You've proven to yourself and all those in your corner that you are resilient. Congratulations on beginning this next chapter. You now belong to a community of more than 165,000 alumni. The following reflections from some of our many distinguished alumni show the ways in which they continue to carry the University of Saskatchewan with them throughout their lives.
I've seen academia as a fundamental base, but a platform to do other things that I have been interested in and passionate about. And I've been lucky enough that, I've been able to do that.
Upon completing my 2 degrees from the university, I went a different direction. I went into business, and I've been self-employed ever since.
Those interactions helped me. These interactions, these opportunities helped me to create the path where I am right now.
I love being around young people. I love their energy. They're kind of like just starting out, and they've got this whole life ahead of them.
You are always welcome here. Let's create a brighter future together. Today, we celebrate you.
This brings our convocation ceremony to a close. I would like to thank a number of people: our vocalist, Linda Millette, our drum group, Buffalo Boy Production, our elder, Roland Duquette, and the phenomenal members of the convocation planning team for their dedication to making these ceremonies a success. Finally now, to the graduates. You have studied diligently to earn your degree, diploma, or certificate, and I wish you continued success throughout your lives, both personally and professionally. Congratulations. It is my hope that thanks to your precious experience here, your education has prepared you to meet some important challenges: how to heal an injured child, how to create art that transforms people's perspectives, how to protect human rights, how to engineer shelter for humanity, how to write a poem that explains the feeling of loss or joy, how to deploy capital to produce and market innovation, how to ensure that agriculture production feeds the world, or in summary, how to design and work for a just society. Earning your parchment is a new road to opportunity and adventure. The education you have received from this university has prepared you to meet these challenges. The world needs you. Follow your heart. Be ambitious. This will lead you to your true passion. That is our wish for each graduate of the University of Saskatchewan. Never, never forget this institution Your degree is a coveted passport. May all your dreams come true. And as Dr. Seuss would say, yay, you. In closing, I ask that you remain at your seats until the platform party has left the stage.